Come on, folks. We are live. We are live. We are live. What's going on, folks? What's going on? What's going on for the evening? Y'all know what it is, man. Whole lot of shit going on right now. You go here. Double tap that screen. You getting the live. Y'all know what it is. Double tap that screen. You getting the live. Please, please, please. It was good. Top of the evening. Super talented Kevin Call appreciates. What it do? What it do? What it do? We in his ass. Well off media. We going right here today. That's off the top. Okay, my internet working a little bit faster today. God damn. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. What's going on with y'all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cover some more shit. Right now, my well off media. This is actually the Sanders page for real. Deion Sanders Jr. All right, so y'all know what's going on, man. Shedeur Sanders. Man, what they saying, it's it's some shit going on today, y'all. They trying to say that it is breaking news and that has been a leak that the Cleveland Browns are about to get caught up in this whole collusion thing. That's what's being said. I just seen a couple different social media and a couple different YouTube channels that is saying that this is looking like collusion. All right, so right now we're gonna get into this. Coach Prime stepping into the Cleveland Browns facility, and Cleveland, surprisingly, it looked like they showed Primetime Sanders some love. That's what it looked like. But let's look in close and see exactly what we see. Is this? It's definitely Jim Haslam meeting Deion Sanders at his car coming into the facility, and it looks like they trying their hardest to do right by the Sanders. So I don't know what to make of that. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign or what could that mean. But from what it's looking like Jim Haslam is trying to appease and make Deion Sanders somewhat happy when coming to the Browns facility. And in my opinion, when you got a mogul like Deion Sanders, you should treat him nothing less than the best. No question about it, man. He's also a classy individual. And Deion Sanders is not one of those guys who is going to play around. Like, you got one time to play around with Deion Sanders, and I don't believe you get another chance to do that. So right now, what we're about to do is look at the well-off media. That is Shedeur Sanders' own media.
You know, I got my other brother right here too. Junior, stand up. Yeah, he does all our social media. So All the stuff you've been seeing, that's him.
100 mil I needed, the glory I needed. I took L's but walked around like I was undefeated. I saw no results, I still woke up and chased it. They told me to find myself, instead I want to find a way.
Everybody got on jury. Even the baby got a little something. We ready now.
That's Deion Jr. right there, y'all. Y'all see Deion Sanders going into this facility. All right, this is the Cleveland Browns facility. This is the Cleveland Browns facility that he's walking into. So that's Jim Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns right there, y'all.
How you feel?
Yeah, Charmaine. Shout out to you in the chat. It looked like Sanders is the franchise QB. Charmaine, have you seen this footage of Haslam showing the Sanders big love?
Here's what nobody's telling you about the new bearskin hoodie.
No.
This fleece is thick. It's made from
Might be
340
right,
GSM
Charmaine.
of bearskin fleece, which is super warm.
Well, we need to go into 12-10. We've been in clubs and everything.
Welcome, Coach.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good. Welcome in, everybody.
So y'all see Deion Sanders is getting the treatment going into the Browns facility. When I see the owner shaking hands with the father, I mean that should be normal anyway. You're just a classy person. But we can see that Deion is getting the treatment right here, y'all. Double tap that screen when you come to the live, man. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe, hit the like button, share the video. It's all free. I really do appreciate it, putting in a lot of work and making sure that y'all see what's going on with Shedeur Sanders and his journey to QB1. Peep this out.
Let's see, let's play 10, 12 play well today, right? Good to see you, man. Hey guys, Jimmy. Good to see you all.
Jimmy Haslam, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, we need to go into 12-10. We've been in clubs and everything.
Welcome, Coach.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good. Welcome in, everybody.
Coach Prime in the house.
How are you, sir? Good luck today. Nice to meet you. Hey, Joe Scott. Good to meet you.
See, a lot of people were saying that the Browns wasn't treating primetime Sanders right. And I think everybody got it mixed up by them being at the Raiders facility, that they thought that, Cleveland didn't do right by Deion because he wasn't in Cleveland suite. Well, how can Cleveland have their suite in Las Vegas? You know what I mean? So here we see that's his brother right there on the field.
Yeah, no sort of good face to the man.
Thank you. You can really not sure.
I know. What's up, James?
Thank you.
Hold up, let me read this. Charmaine says, I heard about a video back in the 90s when Prime threw some water on Kev grandpa. Oh, shit. That is why he mad. Kev treat SS the way he do. Are you fucking serious? A video back in the 90s where Primetime threw some water on Kev's grandfather. Wow. I gotta look that shit up, Charmaine. We about to be some investigative reporters in here. They saying that I just got an inside word from a good source that is in Ohio on the ground that says that back in the day, there's a video supposedly When Primetime threw some water on Kevin Stefanski's grandfather, that is why Kevin Stefanski is mad and why he treats Shedeur the way he treats him. Folks, we are going to get to the bottom of this shit. I swear to goodness. If it's everything I got in me, I'm about to go ahead. We going on some investigative reporting shit right here. Hold up. Deion Sanders. Where did you hear this from, Charmaine? This would be crazy if we can find something on YouTube. That would be crazy. This shit might go viral today. Let's see what happens. Oh shit, she said she's seen it. Holy shit. So was this reporter Kevin Stefanski's grandfather? Who is this reporter? All right, I'm watching this shit, Charmaine. You see it on the screen. Let's see if it's got anything to it. Wow, that would be crazy. That's what the buzz is. Wow. Who is this reporter? We got to find out who this reporter is. What is his goddamn name? And if Deion Sanders threw some water on Kevin Stefanski's grandfather, we sorry, man. But 12 in the league, and we need 12 to play. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. This is the video of Deion Sanders dumping water on somebody. I don't know if it's Stefanski's grandfather or what is going on, but we're about to find out. Charmaine got me on some investigative reporter shit. And tonight gonna be the night, man. I'm ready to get me some wine up in this motherfucker. And ain't no telling what we gonna come into. 1992 is the year.
Tonight, Deion Sanders apparently upset with Tim McCarver's criticisms of his two-sport day last Sunday. Felt like he would gain a measure of revenge, not with champagne, but by dousing McCarver with 4 tubs of ice water. McCarver was furious. So was CBS Sports. Rick Gentile, their producer, complained to National League President Bill White last night. McCarver wants a meeting with White as soon as he can get one. And after this confrontation, Tim McCarver confronted Sanders.
McCarver's right here. Right now, there you go. I got a real man. You know that? Yes. You are a real man, Deion. I'll say that.
Wow. Wow. All right. So McCarver is this man's name. So maybe that's Stefanski's mom's father. You see what I'm saying? It could be his paternal grandfather. Watch out for the ice. Double tap that screen and you just coming into the live, man. Hey, man. If that's real right there. All right, we got more. Deion Sanders comes clean on why he doused Tim McCarver on the Dan Patrick Show. So we in here on
what
some
Marino was
investigative reporting
doing
shit.
back in 1984,
Right.
like that was a spread offense.
Unbelievable. I played against Marino with Duper, Clayton, and Nat Moore. It's crazy.
And they were running deep routes.
That's why, honestly, that's one of the main reasons I went to play 2 sports on one day. How could I leave a secondary without me abandoning the secondary against Marino? And I'm sitting on the bench for 9 innings in the cold. How can I justify that with my teammates? There's no way in the world you could justify that.
What role did Nike play?
None. I already had a Nike deal.
I know, but I didn't know if Nike encouraged you.
No, why would they? I was already prime.
I'm just asking the questions here.
You can't make me no more than prime. It's already prime. But they provided the plane. But provided the jet, but it was going to happen anyway. It's just like
this man
just rekindling this whole story. I never even know how the helicopter showed up to practice every day. Who did that? I didn't pay for it. How did that happen? I think I was just talking in the media one day. It's like, 85, anybody from Atlanta, 85 is packed, especially in those hours.
Yeah.
And I had to go from football practice to the baseball game. How do I do that? And somebody provided a helicopter. That's it, cool.
Why wasn't it celebrated more?
Because if somebody had a microphone in front of their mouth, we didn't have social media. We couldn't tell our side of the story. Someone that was wrong. They missed it. They were wrong. They did not know that my contract was over in baseball in July.
This man said somebody provided a helicopter to get him from baseball practice to football practice, and he does not know who did it. He doesn't know who provided the helicopter. I think that is amazing, to say the least, that this man was worth so much money that somebody provided the fuel, the pilot, the actual aircraft to get this man from baseball practice or from football practice to baseball practice. And nobody fit him for a bill on getting him to the facility. That means that man was important. And I want each and everybody that's listening or this comes across your ear to understand the magnitude of what Deion Sanders was to professional sports when he came into the league. The shit was unbelievable. It wasn't something that you could see every day. And Shedeur Sanders is probably the next closest to it. That's right, Charmaine. Prime time, for real. No jokes. Like, people take that shit as a joke, and this dude was not a game. When it came to being that dude, him, yeah, he was that before everybody. So I need y'all to understand that.
So how am I the villain? How am I the bad guy when I'm helping a whole nother organization when I should be playing football? How did you make me to be the bad guy?
How did they?
This right here.
The microphone.
Yes. And how can we regurgitate something that someone told you? You didn't even check your facts.
But is that part of the reason why you wanted this 30 for 30, or you're glad that you can actually tell the story? It's like, Bo, when Bo got his 30 for 30, a whole new generation realized what Bo Jackson and who Bo Jackson was.
Well, they
Bo
kept
Jackson
asking
was that guy.
year after year after year, and probably pretty much for the football one. And I said, no. I said, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Let's do this. Let's let the people know what really happened behind the curtains on the two sport in one day. Let's do it that way. And that's what we did.
Anything surprise you when you watched?
No, it didn't.
Anything bother you?
Yeah.
What bothered you?
First of all, I don't know if you're being honest and truthful, why you refrain to come on camera. That's number one. That's a red flag. Number two.
Wait, who didn't come on camera?
Bobby Cox and Tim McCarver. They didn't.
Oh, okay.
They didn't want to play a role in it. I understand. It's cool.
But did you get along with Bobby Cox?
Bobby Cox is my guy. I love Bobby.
Okay.
Love Bobby. Bobby was a good man.
Yeah.
Still is.
Tim McCarver said no.
Man. I understand John Sherhold's not coming on. I do understand that. But why? I mean, just tell it.
And then Tim McCarver didn't want to come on.
Tim McCarver.
Well, you probably figured why he wasn't going to come on.
No, because I said, you know what? You come on, let's talk about it. If it's right, I apologize. Or you apologize to me. Let's just do it.
How did that come about, though, that McCarver, like you had that?
Who is Tim McCarver?
I don't know if it's anger.
No, it wasn't anger.
But you dumped ice water on him.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me
paraphrase.
My mama called me. And she said, baby, this guy, I don't know who this dude is talking about. He talking about you like a dog. Who is this guy keep talking about you the whole darn game? What is wrong with him? And where I'm from, when you make somebody mama mad, you got to handle it.
Okay, I didn't know about mom.
And I handled it.
All right.
And I've never tasted alcohol. I've never been drunk. I never had a drink in my life. I've never been drunk. So I'm not a champagne pouring guy. I don't believe in that. I don't even believe touching alcohol. So I'm not a champagne pouring guy after a victory. So I said, well, water, bucket of water. So would it have been more appropriate if it would have been champagne? Because it was going to be something.
Yeah.
It was going to be something. Because I had to cool him off a little bit because he was just speaking out of turn. I still, to this day, don't understand how can you make me out to be the bad guy and I don't even have a contract. And then in that piece, John Sherholtz alleged that my attorney had a handshake deal with him that I would play two sports. I would play baseball exclusively. You know, playoffs, everybody makes the same amount of money. So what deal did you consummate? What deal could there have been? It was never a deal.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.
Tim McCarver. All right, let's find out who Tim McCarver is. That's what this shit coming down to.
Who's coming in the driveway?
Who is Tim McCarver?
My daughter is being treated for leukemia.
In reference,
I hope that she lives a long, great, happy life.
who is Tim McCarver in reference? Deion Sanders. We gotta find this shit out, y'all. Man, we gonna figure this shit out. I just want to know where the haters at. Where's all them damn haters at? Where y'all at? 364 yards, too much to talk about, ain't it? Them motherfuckers is gone. Nowhere to be found. Oh man, this shit ain't fun no more. I need Shedeur to have a bad game or something. Damn. These motherfuckers don't want to talk, y'all, man. They scared to death. Lurking and shit, coming back every fucking couple seconds. Shit, Deion Sanders act like a jerk towards Tim McCarver. I might have to go to Google, Charmaine. Let me see if I can Google this shit. Who is Tim McCarver? Investigative reports in this motherfucker. Double tap that screen. You're coming to the live, folks. Y'all know what it is. What city and state y'all listening in from? We trying to figure some shit out. Tim McCarver was a renowned baseball broadcaster who famously criticized Deion for playing both football and baseball in 1992, calling his dual sport commitment selfish, which led Sanders to retaliating by dumping buckets of ice water on McCarver during an Atlanta Braves playoff celebration, solidifying their infamous feud. As Tim McCarver signs off for good, remembering when Deion Sanders viciously doused him with water, October 30th, 2013. In 1992, Tim McCarver was doused with 4 buckets of icy water by Deion Sanders. Wow. All right, now let's find out if Tim McCarver is any relation to Kevin Stefanski. Is Tim McCarver related to Kevin Stefanski? All right, here we go, Charmaine. We about to find out some shit. No, baseball broadcaster Tim McCarver and NFL coach Kevin Stefanski are not related. They come from different families with no public connection. with McCarver being a longtime catcher and analyst from Tennessee, and Stefanski being the son of NBA executive Ed Stefanski, known for his coaching career in football. NBA executive Ed Stefanski. So maybe it was Ed Stefanski he had some shit with. Stefanski's wife, Michelle, is also from Philadelphia. All right, well, we debunked that right there. I don't know where that came from. They're mad and they need to apologize. People need to stop reporting stuff. Yay. That would have sounded like to me, Charmaine. But long story short, man. Listen, man. You know what I've been looking for all day, Charmaine? I have not seen one report from Colin Coward. I have not seen one report from Mike Green. I've not seen no reports from a lot of these big time goddamn analysts. And they have not said one word about Shedeur's uh, his NFL game day. They ain't said a motherfucking word. I ain't heard Colin Coward or none of these motherfuckers who was talking that shit. I ain't seen none of them. I've been looking for Rex Ryan. We're gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Oh shit. Jason Whitlock apologized. They haters that never played sports. Elgin, shout out to you in the chat, man. Exactly. Straight up haters that never played sports. And people like that root for insecure shit that goes on. They don't really want to see nobody, you know what I'm saying, win no big time shit or do nothing good. And, some people just, they ain't being raised right. They envious of how somebody else is being raised. Deion Sanders raised some good ass kids. Them goddamn boys are good kids. Period, point blank, man. Double tap that screen. If you just coming into the live, man, it is Tuesday night. We waiting 2 more days. We got a Thursday night football game coming on. But this weekend, the Cleveland Browns are going to be going up against the Bears. That is going to be a pretty tough match. But I really believe that as long as Shedeur Sanders goes out, plays a good game, and gives his best efforts, I think everything gonna be all right. He's gonna put them in a position to at least have a chance to succeed. And it's the best chance you got in the organization. So, like I said, man, it's some words coming out. Let me go to this dude. What his name is? John the Liquidator. And this dude, he got some shit with him. I seen some stuff that he had up earlier. And it was talking about collusion inside of the Cleveland Browns organization. And I believe it. Why wouldn't we believe it? Why not? That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. Let's go, chat. Let me see if I can find them. John. Yeah. Yep, that's him right there. Here we go, Charmaine. Yeah, Jason Whitlock is a clown, man. I mean, I just can't get with him. He one of them dudes. He ain't my type of person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it 1,000. If you ain't keeping it 1,000, I ain't trying to hear that shit. Damn, this John the Liquidator. I just saw some shit today, like 5 hours ago. Where the hell is it? Is this a different page or something? Damn. Let me look at my my history. What the hell is going on? Nope, this ain't it. But anyway, double tap that screen if you just getting in the live, man. Not surprised that Jason Whitlock apologized. Elgin said the Browns going to win. Then he said Coach Prime needs to be the coach for Cleveland. Oh shit, Coach Prime needs to be the coach for Cleveland. She said against the Bills. You know we can't believe some people. I know that shit right, y'all, man. Double tap that screen and y'all just getting into the live. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm trying to find this dude, John the Liquidator. He had some shit on his page. And that shit was smacking. I'm trying to find this dude. And I was on his page just now, but maybe I was on his 2.0 page or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. But we need to find that page because he had some shit up on his page. And it basically was saying that the collusion shit is real. You know what I'm saying? It was basically saying that the collusion shit was real. And I believe it. We just gotta catch them in their fucking lie. That's it. That's really it, y'all. We just gotta get them in the lie. But they did this. They did that shit. They know fucking well they did it. They know motherfucking well they did it. Yeah, y'all, man. You can't believe every goddamn body. That's for sure. All right, let me try this 2.0 page. I think this the one. Double tap that screen, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We right here, we get it cracking. We get down to the bottom of the shit when it comes down to number 12. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to doing some shit, supporting 12, we doing that shit wholeheartedly over here. So if that's what type of shit you on, oh yeah, this the page right here. Yeah, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Double tap that screen. Double tap that screen. Y'all know what it is. Video coming up right now in the queue. Majorly. Please, please, please double tap that screen. But yeah, man, that's what it is. It's really nothing they can do now. Mel Kiper also made a statement today saying he told you dummies in the NFL who's not listening to the number one person who speaks on the draft is nobody who knows more than Mel Kiper. He is the draft god. And they try to act like Mel Kiper didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. But you already know. When it comes to collusion, man, these people will go to no end to try to cover for the next person that they think is on the same team as them. So here we go, man. John the Liquidator gets down to the business. And I seen a little bit of this video, so peep it. I might have to make a real creative 2.0 for shit when they do that fuck shit like they did last week. Kev just doesn't like 12. That's very, very true. He just don't like 12. It's a reason though, Charmaine. We're gonna find out what the fuck it is. His fucking ex-wife probably was obsessed with him or some crazy shit. Who knows what we're gonna finally find out about that shit? But we're gonna get down to the bottom of it on why Kevin Stefanski.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy John, the Liquidator, coming back with a groundbreaking story. So it looked like Browns reporters and insiders is finally admitting there was a secret agenda in place to pretty much put out lies and misleading information about Shedeur Sanders. Guys, for this one here, we got to get it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? When people be all like, God don't play about me, or God don't play about them. This is a prime example of one of them type of situations, bruh. See, God don't play about the Sanders. You can say whatever you want. You could Google whatever you want. You could tweet whatever you want. But when it comes down to the fact of the matter is, this family is highly protected and covered with the grace of the Lord. I just got to be honest, man. I mean, time after time after time, even going way, it's just something about that family, something about that last name that has shown me since I've been covering this thing for the last going on 4 years of straight covering the Sanders, is that when any negativity come their way, God rebuke it quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, with all of that being said, we ain't finna go to church this morning, but we have to talk about this secret agenda. Yes, I said it, a secret agenda. There has been an agenda in place by Cleveland Brown organization at this point. I can't even say allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Because it looked like this was for real, you know, but we don't say allegedly, but it looked like this could have been for real. Looked like this has been the game plan all season long. Now, we remember way back in July, in August, no, July and June, there was some QB trackers coming out from ESPN Cleveland and the Cleveland Browns, right? And in these QB trackers, it was showing dialogue.
Y'all see how this boy breaking this shit down? He breaking this shit down. It ain't nothing. You can't lie about this shit, man. The truth is coming out. I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but I got a feeling, man. It's gonna be some litigation behind this shit.
Proving that Shedeur Sanders was the best quarterback in all of training camp. We can't forget that, right? I mean, y'all can't. How about this? How about your boy John the Liquidator pull up one of them damn QB trackers? Because this is when I knew, and if you knew, this is why I have a grudge against Browns media people. Browns media people questioning Shedeur ability. I mean, this is why I got a gripe, man. Like, I see these guys getting big time numbers. No, you know, ain't no hate in my body. But you keep your same damn energy you had since June. Keep the same energy. Because the numbers don't lie. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, man, I said that the information was going to be in black and white. All you got to do is read it. I think I said that weeks ago. The information.
Play them like
the information.
That's right. You goddamn right. Play their ass like a violin.
Are you tired of uncomfortable jeans?
Nope.
Always adjusting?
Enough.
You've tried them all. The saggy cool guy jeans that hang like a wet diaper, and the skinny preppy ones that turn your thighs into summer sausages. Everybody's changing the look.
Information. It's in black and white, and all you gotta do is read it. Shedeur been better than everybody. Shedeur been the best quarterback coming out of 2025 since draft. Hell, and when the information in the black and white came out about the Cleveland Browns football team, this right here, Joe Flacco, 58%. Shedeur Sanders always had a high QB rating since he's been there. Since he fucking been there.
Motherfuckers.
Now, you can't sit up here and tell me definitively that, you know what, Shedeur just needed.
That man said definitively
to work on some things. He was just not the guy moving forward. We could not risk playing him. It would have cost us some games. Y'all didn't want to play him because y'all wanted to tank the season for one. For two, Kevin Stefanski just don't like Shedeur. It's clear as day. He don't like him. It took him 2 months to say his name. Like, did we forget about all of that? It took him 2 months to say Shedeur's name. Like, bro, I'm one of them content creators. I'm on your ass.
On your ass. That's me.
Because I remember, bro. I remember. And I'm a cancer, bro. So I ain't gonna forget nothing. I'm holding grudges, bro. That's why I ain't going to Cleveland, bro. I'm holding grudges, bro. Y'all ain't getting none of my paper. Y'all ain't getting none of my paper. I can't support y'all. I can't buy a ticket to y'all stadium.
Yeah, y'all some
Fuck
shit.
out of here. I'm not supporting y'all. I'm not one of them. I'm standing on my square, bro. Now listen,
was he the best quarterback in July?
Was he the best quarterback?
Yes. Yes. The QB tracker says so. Nobody could see that. Does that bother you that your professional football organization could not identify the best quarterback in their own building?
Yes. And Riz, we asked a Survey Wednesday question roughly around the beginning of the year. And we asked biggest
Straight like that, El
concern
Guru.
headed into the
For real.
season.
Hold
And
the
I
fuck up. Exactly, El Guru. If you know fucking sports and you ain't no motherfucker who just on here trying to motherfucking shake the politics up, then you know the eye test when you see a motherfucker who can play football. And I don't give a fuck if it's in college or if it's in the NFL. When we're looking at a college athlete, we're looking at what they do college-wise that's needed in the NFL. If you're doing shit in college that's only good for college, then that does not translate to a good NFL quarterback. But if you do shit like stand in the pocket and take fucking contact while throwing a fucking strike, that's NFL worthy shit. And they knew that since Shedeur Sanders didn't have no goddamn line at Colorado, that he was already NFL ready because he was already running for his fucking life. And he was already having to be creative behind the motherfucking line. They knew that this goddamn boy could play football. Everybody knew he could play football. What they wanted us to do was sit there and watch him let somebody else take QB1 snaps while we sit here and watch the best motherfucking player in football sitting on the bench. Double tap that motherfucking screen if you feel what I'm saying. The shit is ridiculous, man. And yeah, Kevin Stefanski some shit, but you know who else some shit? Even more than that, fucking Rex Ryan and Peyton Manning and Eli Manning and Dan Orlovsky and fucking Mike Green and Colin Coward, all them motherfucking fake ass supposed to be knowing what they talking about football and acting like the fuck they don't know. Because you can go on Colin Coward's page right now, and I guarantee you ain't gonna see no motherfucking report on Shedeur Sanders. Because they only want to talk about Shedeur when he do some bad shit. I noticed that. And I hate to say it, but a lot of the fucking Cleveland media, they must be some fucking rednecks or trailer park motherfuckers or something. Because when I listen to them talk, I listen with a fucking cultured ear. And they watched the play with Judkins when that fucking 2-point conversion that he fucked up bad. I don't blame Judkins because he ain't there to do all that shit. That's a thinking job right there. He ain't there to take no snaps and hand no fucking ball off. He should have never been in that situation. But I seen this Cleveland media. I forgot what the fuck their name is. But they were just saying, like, this team sucks. Oh my God, this team sucks. And I'm sitting up here like, the team didn't call the fucking play. The team actually played in contention and looked like they could trying to win a fucking game when they didn't even have those kind of scruples. When Dylan Gabriel was playing, man, that shit was like a fucking graveyard. It was a graveyard. It was sad as shit to see the sidelines for the Cleveland Browns and Myles Garrett sitting there with 5 fucking sacks and moping around because the fucking quarterback sucked. Do y'all see Myles Garrett running around this motherfucker sad now? I don't see Myles Garrett sad at all right now. What I see Myles Garrett doing is playing fucking ball. That's what I see. I don't see Myles Garrett complaining, crying, whining, throwing his fucking helmet on the ground. That kind of shit was because Dylan Gabriel was playing quarterback. And so the sentiment that some of these goofballs got is, oh, well, if he's a I thought he was a first rounder. If he was really a first rounder, then why does he need reps? I'm like, you fucking assholes. You know what I'm saying? Like Cam Newton was a fucking top tier quarterback in the NFL. And he said the same shit. There's no way that he could go into a game and even think about playing an NFL game with no fucking reps. You know what I'm saying? It's people that's going to corroborate. You know why? Because they part of the fucking collusion. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be an NFL owner to be part of this collusion. Y'all know that shit, right? My man El Guru said the Browns can go to a fucking Super Bowl. Charmaine said they practiced that play with Quinshawn Judkins in practice. It didn't work in practice. Damn. Either fucking way. I seen when that wall of people came around that fucking corner, Judkins turned right back into a running back. He forgot all about the smart shit that he was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't blame him. He ain't there to be smart. He's there to fucking run the ball. He's there to be a brute. But you can't let your fucking your head coach put you in a situation where you're making quarterback decisions. Because that's a dumb coach. That's not a dumb quarterback. Why are you taking your quarterback out of the game anyway? Well, let's be real though. Man, we know that Kevin Stefanski is trying to get the best goddamn draft pick. Period. That's all he's trying to do. He's trying to get the best draft pick he can get. And that shit the other night was a concentrated effort to try to tank as far as the fuck he could down the line so they could go ahead and I don't know what they're trying to do. But I hope they ain't ready to draft a quarterback. If they draft a quarterback, that means my boy gone. And I'm okay with that. I would love to see the Browns keep 12 just because the Browns ain't never had shit. It's kind of like LeBron going to the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers ain't never had shit. So you seeing LeBron go to a team like the Cavs was like, yeah, this is a good this is a hero story right here. You don't want to see 12 go to fucking San Francisco or I would love to see him go to Dallas if I could. Spiritual aware exposed. They already have a worse enough record to get a great draft pick. What difference would winning this one game do? Exactly. That's my point. This ain't about tanking. They already have multiple first round picks. See what I'm saying? Hey, spiritual wear exposed. I appreciate that, man. That's real shit right there. They already bad enough. And yes, El Guru, they goddamn need some receivers. They need some receivers bad. They need an O-line, some O-line guys, and they could use some receivers. They're not horrible. Harold Fannin, he good. You know what I'm saying? They can get Judy the fuck out of there. Njoku, he's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they could use. They need a one. They need a legit one receiver. That's what the hell they need. God sent Shedeur there to clean that terrible culture up. It's other black players there that have been dealing with the BS for years. Shout out to you in the chat. Double tap that screen, y'all. Shout out to my man Spiritual Wear. Spiritual Wear Exposed. And El Guru on that shit. Charmaine, who's also in Ohio, says wide receiver, see tape. Okay. Is that the wide receiver you said they should get, Charmaine? Because they get some fucking wide receivers in there, man. We can see some things. Double tap that screen, y'all. Let's get these numbers up. I need y'all double tap that screen, man. Let's get these numbers up. Let's get some people in here tonight. See if we can shake the haters up to come back in here. I can see Tate catching them down from SS. Yes, sir. Sanders wants to stay so he can be the one to make it into something. That's what kind of guy he is, man. You heard what he said. I'm who they've been looking for. Listen, you can't make that statement and walk off with that much motherfucking confidence unless you mean that shit. And I know he meant it, but it's real though. That's what I'm saying. When he said that shit, I'm like, man, you can't write this shit. Couldn't be written better up in a storybook. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that lady was asking him, but she ain't get. He said what the fuck he needed to say and nothing more. Double tap that screen when you come into the live, folks. And if you in here, you've been in here for a minute, man, do me that favor. Double tap, double tap. I need them numbers go up real quick. You can't come out your mouth and say no shit like that unless you mean that shit. Everything he doing, you can tell he destined to do it. Nobody else is supposed to be going to the Cleveland Browns, terrible ass, but the savior of the fucking franchise. And that's what Shedeur Sanders is. Anybody that don't know that just don't know what the fuck going on with football. This boy is the savior. He's going to be like fucking Michael Jordan, and he's going to spark this whole fucking league, going to put the whole league on his motherfucking back because he's that fucking good. Yeah, he's that goddamn good. He's so motherfucking good that they had to put a parachute on his back just so that motherfucker wouldn't be still coming down. You know what I'm saying? They had to put a parachute on his back. The boy has got too much fucking, for one, he's got so much talent. The other thing is he ain't playing cornerback like his father. This motherfucker is playing quarterback. So when you got Taylor Swift type appeal on social media and your ass is a quarterback, I need y'all to know that Shedeur Sanders is the number 5 athlete in the world. So just in case you didn't catch the wind and understand the magnitude of how big this boy is when it comes to sports, the number 5 athlete in the world. Spiritual War says, I'm gonna just call you Spiritual Wear. Spiritual Wear said Cam Ward and Shedeur was out there looking like QB superheroes. LOL. Cam and Shedeur have nasty, raw talent. Lamar type talent. Just ain't got the legs. He's a young OG. Y'all know what it is, man. Double tap, man. Shout out to my chat, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's what we came here for. To get down to the real gospel on what's going on in Cleveland and the NFL. But, you know, he is cool as a cucumber in the pocket. Hey, listen, that motherfucker's pocket presence, the way he step up in that pocket, if that ain't some Tom Brady shit, and I hate to even bring Tom Brady's name up, but he did mentor him. He did fucking train him. The way he steps up in that pocket, you know, me seeing him run behind the fucking line of scrimmage and getting motherfucking 18-yard losses, bruh, that was some shit that needed to be corrected fast. And I'm so glad that they got that shit together. Travis Hunter needs to come to Cleveland. Woo-wee! That would be crazy, bro. That would be fucking crazy. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button if y'all would like to see Travis Hunter in Cleveland. God damn, if they get Travis Hunter, then they're gonna have to get Coach Prime. It would be a call for Coach Prime, man. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't want to see Coach Prime in the NFL, but the way Kevin Stefanski and them motherfuckers is acting, why not? Yes, Cleveland should have drafted him. Man, listen, I heard that his brother might be coming. Shallow. I heard Shallow might be getting a run with the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, double tap that screen when y'all getting here, man. Y'all already know what it is. Shedeur Sanders. Yeah, Shallow could be on special teams and a motherfucking defensive back. But we're gonna get back into this. I believe this is Tommy Reese, right? No, this might not be Tommy Reese. Either way, man, let's get back into this collusion thing right here.
Said agendas.
And there were agendas.
And there were agendas.
There were agendas.
Only now have we really seen it play out that the agenda for whether it be Flacco, whether it be Pickett, whether it be Gabriel, whoever wanted to be smarter and right ended up being wrong.
Yep.
Now, Chris, is he the best quarterback?
Yeah, now there's something in here tonight. Yeah,
My energy bill dropped from $150 to $50 by doing this. My friends laughed at me when I spent $49 on a power saver device that could cut my energy bill in half. They thought I got scammed.
We on their ass tonight, y'all.
This is Jimmy Haslam, right? Listen to this, y'all. And we're going to talk about him a little later.
But organizationally, do you think it's important you talk about we need to see these rookies in game situation before you have 2 first-round picks in 2026?
Absolutely. So, but I mean, Kevin is aware of that. He knows how important quarterback is, and he and Andrew talk about those kind of things all the time. It's a daily, ongoing conversation.
I know you said it's Kevin's.
So Jimmy Haslam stated in this clip that we had to see the rookies in the game. Why did Dillon Gabriel have to go first? Why even draft Dillon Gabriel? Now, this was the same Jimmy Haslam embracing Coach Prime. Now,
It's going up. It's an honor to see you. How we doing?
How you feeling? We're glad to have you. We take care of you. You need anything? Let's have 12 play well today.
Now we getting back to where we was earlier, y'all.
What's going on? It's an honor to see you.
Now, this was on ESPN Cleveland this morning as well. Listen to this.
I don't think Stefanski wanted any part of Shedeur. And Tony wrote today, and I have to ask him, I don't know where he got this or whether he's speculating. He basically tried to say today that Shedeur wasn't putting in the work early on, and that's what turned people off in the building. I have no idea if that's the case. But I know this, when you're 4th string and they're telling you they're going to redshirt you, I mean, that's, as a young person, which Shedeur is, that's kind of tough to deal with. I'm not saying I'd have went into into a closet somewhere and turned everybody off, but it's really hard to stay engaged when people don't believe in you in the building. I don't think Stefanski wanted any.
That was Rizzo. Guys, it's going to be very interesting moving forward, man. Make sure y'all keep y'all bells on. We got hot content coming out all day long, all week long. Thanks for 20K. And I'm out of here, man. Shake the damn haters off. Peace out.
Told y'all. There's some real shit going on. Thank you. Sean King. Yeah, we might well go ahead and listen to Sean King too. Yeah, Sean King on their ass. Sean King is a Super Bowl quarterback. They don't like seeing that black father and son relationship. Hell no. They don't. It's layers to this fucking hate. I'm gonna tell y'all that shit right now. It's layers to the hate.
We'll bring in Sean after the reminder that Mint Mobile is the official cell phone sponsor of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports.
Yeah, the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. Here we go. We on their ass too.
So if you're still overpaying for wireless, it's time to say yes to saying no. At Mint Mobile, their favorite word is no. No contracts, no monthly bills, no overages, no hidden fees, no BS. I said yes to making the switch and getting premium wireless for just $15 a month. Mint makes it simple.
We ain't about to listen to no commercials on nobody else shit, y'all. I apologize, but we about to get down to it. El Guru, shout out to you in the chat, man. What city and state you?
Throw it as hard as you want. Go on. Watching it zip away feels like it might just keep going, right? Nope, here it comes. This thing's a total game changer. Throw it across the park, over the driveway.
Former NFL QB Sean King said the Cleveland Browns have. Now let's see what they're talking about. This should be good, folks. This should be
forms
good.
That have different levels of importance, but there's very few people that have actual expertise when it comes to quarterback evaluation.
True.
And this is where I like to separate myself. And if you think about from the very beginning, I said it was egregious that they selected Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round. Even if they never took Shedeur Sanders, that was egregious. I said I had a late 1st, early 2nd round grade on Shedeur, which I think is pretty spot on. I think he fell in the draft due to some concerns that maybe were self-inflicted. but I still think anything past the third round was egregious.
Shout out to San Bernardino, Cali, man. Shout out to you, man. What you smoking on all day? I know you smoking good.
By the National Football League. I think the organization internally has to, first of all, admit that they made a huge mistake. They made a huge mistake on draft day. See, sometimes to move forward and for wounds to heal, you got to say, I'm sorry, my bad. Like sometimes with your homeboy, you do something that ain't right. Like you gotta go offline to your homeboy, AG Bush, man, my bad, man. Man, you know that ain't me, dog. Will you please forgive me? For our relationship to be the same moving forward, sometimes you got to do that. And I think that's what the Browns are. And I think the way they do that is by saying, you know what? We found our quarterback. Forget the process and how bungled it was for him to get here. We found our quarterback. I've always said about Shedeur Sanders, he has really, really great functional mobility, meaning his ability to move in the pocket. He's got good lower body strength. The first defensive player never really gets him down. Now, he doesn't have top-end acceleration. You know, he don't have top-end, speed. He's not a 4-3 guy, but he's extremely functionally mobile, which is enough. He can pick up a 3rd and 6, with his legs. He can get out of.
I appreciate that too, El Groove, man. Share this joint, man. You know anybody else that like listening to, sports podcasts and shit like that, man? Share this motherfucker, man. We get him in here, chop it up. We do it like we do. Sean King definitely was hating. But I respect any man that could say, hey, I was wrong. That's where, as a man, I'm not gonna fault no man for being wrong and saying that he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Sean King, because he definitely was hating. I seen some videos and I'm like, hold up, is this nigga saying yay or nay? And what I gathered was he was saying like basically what everybody said. Well, Shedeur got to show me something. He gotta do this and he gotta do that. And he gotta do this and he gotta do that. I'm like, all right, I understand y'all saying he gotta do this and he gotta do that, but goddamn, he gotta do it in 3 weeks. He gotta do it in one half of the Ravens game. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here, man? Y'all know that he's 7 months behind the start of everybody else. Everybody else got a 7-month head start. Motherfuckers was doing this shit back in June. And this nigga's just getting to do anything. Spiritual Wear says, talking to you, Shaw, man, he said exactly. Like, I don't give niggas respect for speaking the obvious truth. This motherfucker think he Suge Knight or some motherfucking body. They were wrong. They were colluding. Kevin is just the fall guy. Boom. Folks ain't pay attention to his college career. They didn't want to, because that shit was hurting their feelings. The motherfucker made Nick Saban look like he ain't know what the fuck he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Nick Saban got out the game because Coach Prime came to college. Did you want to be real about this shit? Double tap that screen, y'all. Let's get some numbers. Let's run these numbers up tonight. I need more than 6 people in this motherfucker, man. Let's run it up. Double tap, double tap, double tap. I need a whole lot of double tapping going on, please. And subscribe to the channel. Is this, on your evening, and we can chop it up and be real and crack these haters upside the head every day? This what we doing. Hell nah. Hey, listen, Shedeur Sanders effect is no different than the Angel Reese effect. All right? Make no mistakes about it. I'm not gonna lie. Watching Angel Reese and reacting to her videos and shit on like Facebook and Twitter, this is why I started the channel, because I knew it was gonna do numbers. Right. They ain't asking all of this of Jackson Dart or Tyler Schroll, whatever the fuck his name is. This is just the Black experience of America, laughing my ass off. Why you folks got the 100-year head start on us, then tell us, pick up our boot motherfucking straps. Double tap that motherfucking screen. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Real shit coming through the chat. Sanders made HBCUs popular over PWIs, Power 5 institutes. You ain't never goddamn lied. Dart act like a wannabe SS. Yeah, he's a wigger. He want to be the culture. He wants to be the culture. Shedeur is the motherfucking culture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit that they just can't hate. They don't mind Jackson Dart acting like Shedeur Sanders, but they don't want Shedeur Sanders to act like Shedeur Sanders. You see what I'm saying? That motherfucker came from primetime Deion Sanders, man. Them motherfuckers had diamonds on their babies. Double tap that screen, folks. Let's run these numbers up. Let's run these numbers up. They trying to suppress this message right here, but the 12 energy is out there. Trying to tell you. What y'all smoking on this evening? Yeah, they want what's his name? Arch Manning buckethead ass to come in and do something. Like he ain't it neither. They trying their hardest to bring his cartoon face ass in. Laughing my ass off. They looking corny as fuck. Tried to hijack the swag and create a white Shedeur, but it ain't work. Shit hit different, nigga. You already know, man. Hey, listen. At the end of the day, that's what it is. They try Elvis Presley the game. You see what I'm saying? One thing you got to understand is this, folks. Motherfuckers is damn near extinct. It ain't too many top end positions that's held by guys that look like Jackson Dart. So they need to make sure that they rekindle that flame. They needed a new Tom Brady. They need a new goddamn, Joe Burrow. Them motherfuckers stay hurt too much. No, they want Mendoza. My man said Elvis Presley, the game. Shaking my head crazy. Yeah, you know motherfucking well. You motherfucker, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Own white people don't even talk like that. That's some nigga shit. Elvis was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. I ain't saying Elvis was black. I'm saying he was being a nigga doing nigga shit. That's the only way you can dance like that. That ain't no motherfucking and do your partner and take this down to the number 2 and bounce on back to the 3. Then walk to the 4 and walk to the 5 and walk on back to the 6. That's no fucking rhythm. That's death. If that's what the fuck you need to have some rhythm, dear God bless your soul. God damn. Now walk to the 6 and back to the 4. Jump to the 2. Now jump to the 3. And people don't understand that shit was a helping hand dancing lesson. My motherfucking kids can make their neck do one thing, both arms doing something different. The motherfucking feet is motherfucking jugging out that motherfucker. So when it all comes down to it, some people just ain't got the motherfucking tools that it takes to be legendary. You know what I'm saying? Double tap that motherfucking screen, man. We getting to it in here. And we on fire. Chat on fire. Y'all know what the fuck this shit is. You ain't nothing but a hound. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit drives me crazy when the motherfuckers say Eminem and they top 5. Man, get the fuck out of my face. You don't even be trying. Motherfucker just got the juice for real. Exactly. Straight like that. Motherfucker just got the juice, dog. And that's why a motherfucker be mad. I can see why a motherfucker be mad. Now, I ain't saying I don't see why you mad. But you better go practice. There's some practicing motherfuckers that done got good at practicing. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark, that bitch can shoot that, Jay. She said, nah, M. That shit sound like bullshit. If I'm listening to hip hop, I am not looking for that. Fuck that shit. Nah, that ain't it. I'm sorry. Eminem don't do it for me. My spaghetti. That's rolls and ready. Fuck, that shit weak to me. I listen to motherfucking Most Def or motherfucking Black Thought or motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? A nigga with some lyrics that'll chop your shit loose. And that's hip hop to me. Because if Dr. Dre ain't bring that shit out, I don't think we be talking about it. It gotta come from like the biggest motherfucking rap crew at the time, or we wouldn't have accepted that shit. Without Dre, that shit is still rock and roll. But yeah, man, Jackson Dart. So see, Jackson Dart is the one guy that they kept trying to hang up. Well, he's not Jackson Dart. You don't know Jackson Dart is it. See, the 365 is gonna fuck people up. So y'all know the only thing they can say now, right? Well, he played two bad teams, the Raiders and the Titans. But ain't nobody talking about Dylan Gabriel playing the sorry ass Jets. And the motherfucking quarterback with 52 yards beat the Browns because Dylan Gabriel couldn't move the fucking ball. So, like, it make me want to slap the fuck out of somebody when I hear people was really comparing Dylan Gabriel to Shedeur Sanders. Then they tried to compare Dylan Gabriel to Cam Ward because Cam Ward got a terrible ass team over that motherfucker too. But make no mistakes about it. Y'all not about to pull no wool over nobody's eyes and make us think that Dylan Gabriel is as good as fucking Cam Ward. No fucking, not even close. And Cam played like a Dylan type game the other day, but Cam ain't. Cam is attempting to throw down the field. Cam is throwing down the field. He's throwing 40-yard passes. You know what I'm saying? But Dylan Gabriel, longest pass was 26 yards, y'all. That ain't shit. What the fuck is 26 yards? That's nothing. Charmaine is adamant that Dylan Gabriel is trash. They glazed Dart the whole game. Real shit. Shout out to my goddamn chat. Shout out to my supporting cast in here, man. I appreciate y'all for real. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So, liability and pass protection, by being able to extend, about him coming in. Pocket awareness.
Who the fuck had concerns, though, Sean King? Because I ain't had no motherfucking concerns. I don't know what he talking about. Fuck he talking about had concerns. Who the fuck asked me about Shedeur Sanders? That boy been standing in the pocket throwing motherfucking dimes the whole time in Colorado. I ain't had no motherfucking reserve. Pocket awareness. See, that was shit that motherfuckers was just saying.
He's been A+. You can see he's going out of his way not to lose ground in the pocket, to be more complete. He don't have top end, speed. He's not a 4-3 guy, but he's extremely functionally mobile, which is enough.
I'm trying to get it back to where he first started talking that shit. Well, here we go.
Will you please forgive me? For our relationship to be the same moving forward, sometimes you got to do that. And I think that's what the Browns are. And I think the way they do that is by saying, you know what? We found our quarterback. Forget the process and how bungled it was for him to get here. We found our quarterback. I've always said about Shedeur Sanders, he has really, really great functional mobility, meaning his ability to move in the pocket. He's got good lower body strength. The first defensive player never really gets him down. Now, he doesn't have top-end acceleration. He don't have top-end, speed. He's not a 4-3 guy, but he's extremely functionally mobile, which is enough. He can pick up a 3rd and 6, with his legs. He can get out of the initial, liability and pass protection, by being able to extend the play. Some of the concerns we had about him coming in. Pocket awareness. He's been A+. You can see he's going out of his way not to lose ground in the pocket, to be more composed when it's chaotic. his body, because of the position, you don't have, for the most part, he's eliminated the annex. And I said all this to say this. This is the best version of Shedeur Sanders because for the first time in his entire football career, he's felt like he has to prove himself.
That's good shit.
And moving forward, a lot of times the prime sexuals, they get advice construed as criticism.
That's true.
That man said prime sexual.
He has to stay in the same mental space he's in now. He's got to stay in that back against the wall. I'm the underdog. Nobody believes in me. I got to prove that I belong in this league.
I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly because that shit right there is going to make him play hard. It's going to make him stay humble. And it's going to make him, you know what I'm saying, always rise to the fucking occasion. And so far, he's been doing a fucking hell of a job at rising to the occasion. Nobody can sit up here and say, well, he's not this. You know what they're going to say now, y'all? Do y'all know what they're going to say? Type it in the chat if y'all know what they're going to say. Oh, it was just the Ravens. It was just the Raiders. Oh, it was just the Titans. That motherfucker go down here and beat the Bears. They're going to have some shit to say about that too. Spiritual Ware says he never has any antics. See how Sean do? This dude can't be trusted. I ain't gonna lie to you, champ. I felt a little slighted my damn self when he just said all that little slick ass shit. Double tap that screen when y'all get into the live, folks. Y'all know what it is, man. We got Sean King right here talking about Shedeur Sanders and what his quarterback expertise can lend to this conversation. So y'all stay tuned and listen to Sean King talk about Shedeur Sanders.
Because that's where he is. That's where Tyler Shook is. That's where Cam Ward is. That's where Jackson Dart is. Like, think back to last year. Anthony Richardson had stretches where he was the top play on SportsCenter.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the year, the organization's like, we got to go get a vet. We go get Daniel Jones. By the time the season starts, Daniel Jones is a starter. So Shedeur has to keep that chip on his shoulder, hungry, I'm fully locked in approach, but the Browns have to also acknowledge that they have their franchise quarterback, and here's why. They got a lot of other stuff to fix.
Deshaun Watson.
And having a fifth-round pick at quarterback gives you 2 more years to fix it before you got to pay the quarterback the going rate.
Sean, so you're convinced already? You don't think there's anything left to prove? You think he's proven he's...
Y'all hear this shit? This one of the fat motherfuckers I was talking about. He's on Cleveland media. It looked like he's on the best Cleveland sports show. Fuck you mean, is there anything else to prove? Motherfucker Dylan Gabriel was out there looking like shit, and motherfuckers were talking about give him another chance. This is the bias shit that I'm talking about when these fat motherfuckers, trailer park motherfuckers, want to sit on this bitch and ask us, does he have anything else to prove? Like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Spiritual Ware says just the Titans, but they ain't counting the fact that Shedeur is playing on the goddamn Browns. Both trash teams, but you know they gonna keep moving the motherfucking goalposts. That's what they do. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do all the time. They move the goalposts because that's the only thing they can do, because after that, the conversation is over.
He's the franchise quarterback.
Well, here's the thing if you're unsure. Cleveland had the worst skill position group in the National Football League until Shedeur became the quarterback. Now, all of a sudden, man, Jerry Jeudy had an explosive play. Oh, man, Isaiah Bond, he don't look that bad. Oh, man, Jerome Ford making plays on third down. Like, all of a sudden, these guys don't look like, ramen noodle. They look like you at a high-end, Thai restaurant all of a sudden. Not that they're elite, but he has them believing that they're capable of being NFL guys. And that's really important when it comes to this game.
Sean, when you watch him in this performance, a lot of the criticism from last week from the 49ers.
We getting down to this shit in here tonight. A lot of the criticism.
I just finished developing the first stock trading tool of its kind, designed to help you dial.
We don't want to hear that shit. Let me get it back to the goddamn broadcast. Then we can bring the mute back off. I got y'all. I got your back like
Niners game on playing.
Double tap that screen.
would you say that he's kind of figured that out? But also he's holding the ball. What you say, McNugget? Second in the league and holding the ball.
Second highest in the league.
So which one is it? Is he playing on time, but he's still holding the ball? Like what? Which one do you lean toward?
Bro, what the fuck is he talking about? The boy throwing motherfucking dimes. He only got sacked twice that game. Cam Ward got sacked like 4 times. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I mean, you do got to get the ball out of your hand in the league. That is for sure. You got to get the ball out of your hand. But he is using his legs to extend the play. That's different.
Where's that to work?
Well, here's what's interesting. The O-line's gotten no credit. They
They've
played
been
pretty
blocking
darn
like
good
shit.
in the Titans game. Overall, compared to how they have been playing, was I watching a bad game? At least in the pass protection, I didn't think he was under immediate duress. You know, there were some times where I felt like he had pass protection. And when you got pass protection and you're trying to let the play develop, why not? You know, people talk about his completion percentage. I am so proud of the fact that he's not doing like a lot of these bootlegging Yahoo quarterbacks in the league who won't throw the ball away, Dak Prescott, because they don't want all these incompletions, you know, that make the completion percentage look bad. He's throwing the ball away instead of taking a sack. You know, I applaud him for that. Because if you look around the league, there's a whole lot of that foolishness going on. Dak Prescott is the #1 culprit in the entire National Football League.
Damn.
Nobody.
Damn, Sean.
I'll give you, and I'm gonna get to this. I'll give you credit for this. You pulled up on the barbershop and you talked about. You gave a story. You gave a story about you and Dan Orlovsky, and you said, "Man, I had to learn how to play the game." You know what I'm saying? I was just coming in, and I think since you had that conversation, you said, "Hey, listen, man. People lost it a little bit, but you was like, no. Let me just tell you. Let me pull you something aside. I done been here." When you in this game, you got to learn how to play the game, and people will use certain things against you. How, you know, in terms of, you know, Shedeur Sanders being asked questions about Kevin Stefanski and asked this and that and the third, is he trying to sabotage you? And I think, this is wild work. I don't know what type of. I'm sorry, Sean. I had the phone and it's just like crazy. It just keep going off, man. A bad job out of me, but yeah. But you said with Shedeur, you looked at the situation and said, make sure they understand where you at. If you be there, you walk past the coach's room and be like, hey, how you doing? I'm just going over the 3rd of 12 stuff. You know, hey coach, hey Jerry Judy, down the street. Yeah. What you think about this when it's second and short and medium? So how have you seen he's evolved?
G-Bush, to your point, the narrative has gone from Shedeur don't sit in the front of the meetings. They say he's not all the way locked into, Mary Kay Abbott, who right in front of me. Shedeur's in Stefanski's office. You know, every time well-off media posts on what Shedeur. See, that's what I was trying to tell people. Stop misconstruing advice and thinking it's criticism. Like, you got an opportunity through me, who went through it, who did it the wrong way at times, to tell you exactly what's going on in the rooms inside the organization. It was even the Tuesday thing where he was, you know, working out at the other college. Oh, hell no. If you're going to put extra work in, you got to do it right there at the facility. Make sure everybody in that building knows what you're doing at that position, because now the narrative will be favorable for you and not against you. And it will matter, guys, because I'm going to say it right now. He's going to play a bad game before the year's over.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes played a bad game the other day. We've seen Josh Allen play a bad game against Texas on prime time.
Sean King got that.
It's going to happen.
Knife
Lamar
in his hand,
Jackson
boy.
played multiple bad games. This is a hard league. Like, people are talking about Shedeur Sanders in the Titans-Browns game, and I think Shedeur established himself. To me, if I was a GM of the organization, I would say we found our franchise quarterback. We got to go about the process while he's on a team-friendly contract of filling all the holes we have around him. But as an evaluator, the best throw in the game was made by Cam Ward. He throws a seam ball to the left slot on cover 3 as he's getting hit.
That was crazy.
It might have been the best throw we saw on Sunday.
You know what's funny, Sean?
So
Sean, sorry to cut you off, but you know what's funny? You said that, like, now people are saying all these good things about Shedeur, about, you know, like practice and working with Stefanski. I just saw an article this morning that said Cam Ward pissed off all his teammates on the flight home, and like people are starting to nitpick at him a little bit, which seems weird. It's considering he's got zero talent around him there in Tennessee.
And he's in a very difficult situation because Cam wants to win, and I'm not sure that.
My man says, when guys like Shedeur and Lamar hold on to the ball, they are trying to make a motherfucking play. That's why they are called playmakers. Oh, that's escapability makes your favorite white quarterbacks look bad. And no question about it. Shout out to my motherfucking chat tonight. Spiritual Wear, boy, you on your shit. Spiritual Wear exposed. Oh, Spiritual War exposed. I'm tripping like shit. My bad. Spiritual War exposed. So Spiritual War, we're gonna leave it there. Yeah, man. Spiritual War on that shit. Sound like my type of person, man. Real shit. When Shedeur and Lamar escape and run around, the most exciting QB play on television. Now they want them to dim down their black magic and just throw the ball away. Fuck out of here. That shit boring as fuck. Boy, hey, that's my brother right there. We twinning like a motherfucker. Cause that's I could read that shit and say it just like me. Look, when Lamar and motherfucker Shedeur came and when them motherfuckers escape and run around, that shit is the most exciting QB motherfucking play. And now they want these motherfuckers to dim down their motherfucking black magic and just throw the motherfucking ball away. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Yeah, that part. Double tap that screen, y'all. I need the likes. I need the likes. I need the likes. I need the numbers up in this motherfucker. The likes ain't looking too bad, but I need the numbers up in this motherfucker. I need to get some more people up. Help me out, man. Share the chat. Share the live. Share the motherfucking live, man. Fuck it. If your family member in the next room and they fuck with Shedeur, get them on the motherfucking chat, man. Let's go. I was on for 4 hours yesterday, Charmaine. You was taking breaks. I appreciate you, though. The play, bruh. We need more small black YouTube channels to take over the airways. Ain't no question. Ain't no question. Ain't no motherfucking question. Because we're gonna bring the real. And I'm not gonna, man, listen. I think I'd have scared all the motherfucking trolls away. I was cussing them motherfuckers out, laying their ass out, but I was giving it to them like I give it to a motherfucker that's standing right here with me. And they might be in here. It might be a couple of them listening in here, but see, Shedeur plays so motherfucking good that the trolls and shit is gone. I guess I had a whole bunch of haters in this motherfucker. Because when Dylan Gabriel was still playing, everybody was, they was tuned in. Now that Dylan ain't playing, the motherfuckers ain't trying to get on nobody live. They ain't got nothing to talk about. You feel me? When I tell you, man, I was having two motherfucking 100 people in here at one time. I get all the motherfucking live. I'm like, God dang. NFL has the most views when Showtime Sanders play. Ain't no question. Ain't no question about it. If you just get in this live, you've been here for a second, you've been rocking with me, man, please double tap that screen, or hit the like button on whatever type of device you are on. Let's see what Sean King talks.
Everybody on that roster, young player to speak up, but he's the number one pick in the draft. But also he's head coachless. Tries to do things the right way.
He said that man head coachless.
Everybody on that roster feels the same way. But it's very hard for a young player to speak up, but he's the number one pick in the draft. But also he's head coachless. So where's his support coming from when he tries to do things the right way? Because every team got like a group of outcasts.
Yep.
That one group, they always, if they not late to a meeting, if the meeting started at 8 a.m., they are walking in the meeting at 7:59, 58. Like, if everybody taking notes, they got one AirPod in there. Like, every team has like this group that's like out to sabotage the whole thing. But the good organizations have enough of the right cultural infrastructure to keep that at bay. But I'm not sure that Cam Ward has that. I think what Shedeur has is Shedeur's got guys that I think really want to win. I think there are guys that are frustrated. To Kevin Stefanski in the conversation y'all were having earlier, Coach Stefanski, it's egregious for you to continue to only utilize that Wildcat package with the tight end and the running back because Shedeur's athletic enough to get involved in the run component of it. Like structurally, why guys like to do that, it gives you an extra hat, right? Because now the runner is the quarterback. And so now the guy that would normally be the tailback, that's an extra hat that you can put to block another defender. But Shedeur's athletic enough to do a lot of that stuff. And now you also have the threat of throwing the ball. So I think Stefanski, I get it if Joe Flacco's the quarterback, but with all the other quarterbacks that he has like on the roster, Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur, I don't feel like you have to be so dependent on that inside the 5.
Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all know the small channel's gonna get to it, man. We're gonna bring the truth. And I don't know what the other small channel's doing, man, but I'm gonna stay to the line with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no whole bunch of faking. And I'm gonna give it to you just like I'm gonna give it to my brother. Boy, get off that bullshit. No motherfucking better. And some of them small channels sell out when they get to 5K subs. I just keep it moving. Nah. Hey, I think y'all know. Fuck that selling out shit. We on here rocking with the real. 100%. My whole reason for making the channel because I got tired of looking in the comment section and seeing all this wisecracking. A million motherfuckers hitting the like emoji. And a whole bunch of motherfuckers is saying shit like, well, but he's not that good. But he's not that good. He's not that good. And then they'll say shit like this. Well, if he's so good, then why couldn't he beat out little Dylan Gabriel? Man, you know how that shit pissed me off? Hey, I got channels that got 12,000 already. You know what I'm saying? I got other channels. I even got a channel that got more motherfucking subscribers than that. But this right here, I ain't been fucking with them channels. I'm on this motherfucker right here every day. Y'all know that. And I just started really posting on this channel. October the 10th was my first day. And I'm over 2,000 subscribers. And I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing this shit for a whole nother reason. I'm doing this for a whole nother reason. I had to straighten a few people out, man. And it was fun. I wish they come back. Charmaine, I scared them off, didn't I? Yep. She said them haters quiet on YouTube and Facebook. My thing is, I can't see you. So you might well come in here and keep hating. If you a real hater, you don't stop because your shit ain't going right. You know what I'm saying? Go on hate. I don't give a fuck. I still ain't start posting because I be watching too much. Nah, spiritual war. Post, man. Post. You know, my wife was saying to me, she said, damn, like, why are you responding so much to these motherfucking posts? The shit started with like the Kendrick Lamar thing. But if you really pay attention to all of the shit that's going on, it's always some borderline race. It's a racial tone to almost anything that's happening in America, especially with Trump in office. Because Trump is in office, this is why you got motherfuckers thinking they can say whatever the fuck they want. And people are being super duper expressive in how they feel about a lot of shit. But before that shit, they wasn't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like it because I like to know who feel the way they feel. Don't hide it. Bring that shit out. I love it. That's why the fuck I made this channel. And that's why when motherfuckers was on here talking about why is Shedeur Sanders so special? What makes him so special? Because he's black. And I'm sitting up here thinking to myself, duh. Yeah. If you really want to know, motherfucker. But you said it, not me. Yeah. Nigga. If that's how you feel. For the simple fact that black magic is showing up everywhere. That motherfucker was like, bruh, David against motherfucker Goliath. And he stood up to that shit like it wasn't nothing. You ain't never see that nigga cry or break down or feel sorry for his motherfucking self. He said what the fuck it was. Man, I'm just happy to be here. I'm waiting on my time. I'm making sure that when I'm prepared, and motherfucker try to hold that to him. He said when it was his time, he was going to be ready. But what happened in the Baltimore game? Man, shut the fuck up, you goofy ass motherfucker. That's how I know y'all is terrible ass parents. All you motherfuckers online that got that kind of sentiment and bravado about a motherfucking kid that got a dream just because his fucking father is a mega superstar and a confident one, man, y'all motherfuckers done lost y'all goddamn mind. But when you put the pressure on a man like this that was raised by a man like his father, then what the fuck you think gonna happen? What y'all did, y'all should have did was left him the fuck alone. Because when you don't leave somebody like this alone, your ass learned the hard way. You know what I'm saying? You learn the motherfucking hard way, and now they're learning the hard way. And whoever didn't want to see him play and thought he wasn't going to play, I told you motherfuckers that he was going to play. And when he played, he was going to play lights the fuck out. And that's exactly what the fuck he did. And I said y'all was going to be mad. And guess what? I can't find you motherfuckers. But I'm going to leave this up here because I know motherfuckers going to come chirping back. It was motherfuckers hit me in the second quarter talking about, oh, I know you already stopped the broadcast. Bitch, it's the second quarter. What? Because they down 7 points? That's a reason to stop the broadcast? Nah, y'all gumps do shit like that. We gonna broadcast through the whole motherfucking thing. But a motherfucker do got a life. I can't stay online all my motherfucking life. I got cooked dinner and shit, you know what I'm saying? On a good motherfucking Sunday, kick it with my people. But yeah. But you gotta understand this, man. You can't fuck with a person like this. If that motherfucker started crying and boo-hooing and shit, then yeah, you keep fucking with that motherfucker because he ain't gonna do shit but cry. But a motherfucker who look you in your motherfucking eye and say, when it's my motherfucking time, I'm gonna rise to the fucking occasion. And I hate to say it, but a lot of people really believe that Dylan Gabriel got hurt. I don't believe that shit. I believe his motherfucking time was up. He had one motherfucking half to prove that he was gonna play the next half, and that first half was fucking lackluster. They did pile on his motherfucking ass though. Somebody find the video of Dylan Gabriel getting tackled by the Ravens. I might gotta go back on my motherfucking cable box and rewatch that motherfucking game just so I can see the motherfuckers pile drive his ass. Jesus Christ, that was one of the most brutal fucking hits. Cuz said, bruh, hold up, I done missed a motherfucking. I ain't start posting because I be watching. All right, then he said, oh, they will be back. They making their round. True. Bro, that's crazy. Me too. I got tired of not seeing the shit I be thinking said anywhere. Yup. Trump like Sanders? Holy shit. I think I did hear him say, yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah. I seen him play. Yeah, that Sanders kid, he's pretty good. Bigly. This motherfucker say, bruh, situations like this expose their racism is alive and strong as ever. Shout out to my motherfucking chat, man. Cause they on point like motherfucking Stacey Adams in this bitch. The hate for Sanders was crazy and beyond. Ain't no question about it. But you know what it is? Deion Sanders' voice was like a motherfucking mantra for black people. And what makes you think I care about what you think about me? It's not what I think of me. And you didn't make me, so you can't break me. Y'all remember all that shit was playing with Deion Sanders? That shit was viral. And it was happening because he was basically telling motherfuckers in the college scene, I don't give a fuck who don't like me. I don't give a fuck who don't like me. I don't care who don't like me. You ain't gotta like me, motherfucker. But I'm still gonna be me. So you not liking me just gonna make you sick to your motherfucking stomach. But I ain't gonna give a fuck. That's Deion Sanders right there. And he was saying it in general to any motherfucking body who has some shit to say about him, his coaching, his motherfucking sons, where the fuck they went, where they left. Because everybody has some shit to say. But at the end of the motherfucking day, yeah, he got it popping in Jackson State. Yeah, he got it popping in Colorado. Yeah, when they went to a new motherfucking high school, they got it popping in that motherfucker. And everywhere they go, they take the culture with them. And y'all know what the culture is. It's a prime time culture. It ain't no motherfucking humble Barry Sanders shit. No diss to Barry Sanders or Walter Payton or none of them dudes who would get in line and just stand behind the NFL shit. Deion Sanders was bigger than the motherfucking NFL shield. Period. And Shedeur Sanders, in my opinion, what y'all think in the chat? Let me know. It's 7 motherfuckers in here. Let's chat. Do y'all think that this motherfucker was bigger than his dad coming into the league? Because I don't think it's a question whether or not Shedeur Sanders was bigger coming into the league than Deion Sanders. I just told y'all this motherfucker is the top 5 athlete Googled in the world. That means he's the 5th most popular motherfucker in the world as far as sports athletes, behind Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, motherfucking I think the girl Coco, Michael Phelps, and then this motherfucker. And when it comes to football players, nobody is more popular than Shedeur Sanders. Y'all put that in your motherfucking Rolodex.
Sean, you're 48, right?
Feel.
Turn this shit. Especially on my motherfucking broadcast. But yeah, this boy is goddamn popular. Hands down, ain't nobody more popular than this motherfucker.
And Philip Rivers for a tryout.
Yes. Oh.
Did they hit you up? Did
Phillip
you let
Rivers.
them know that you still got it?
Hey, I'm waiting on Philip to call me and tell me he can get out the bed right now. Like it looked good.
Sean, how would you do if you had to play right now, Sean?
Sean, you know the quarterback, these young quarterbacks ain't developed.
So y'all mean to tell me these motherfuckers is calling Phillip Rivers, but ain't nobody called Cam Newton? And this the shit I be talking about. This is the shit that needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers calling old ass Phillip Rivers. I forgot what fucking team it is, but they calling Phillip Rivers out of motherfucking retirement. This is what you call like a good buddy system right here. Cause ain't no motherfucker. Phillip Rivers was sorry when he fucking played. Motherfucker wasn't good. NBA. Perkins says Shedeur Sanders was more popular than Obama. That bitch, he might be. That motherfucker might be right, but that's a hell of a motherfucking statement. More popular than a motherfucking United States president. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say nah. Fuck no. Ain't no motherfucker. If he is, then motherfucker, we need to rethink all this shit. Real shit. More popular than fucking Obama. Hey. That's crazy. Y'all think Taylor Swift more popular than Obama? That's some funny ass shit. That shit stopped me in my motherfucking tracks. This nigga more popular than motherfucker Obama, nigga. And your mama, nigga. Damn. All right. That's that right there. I'm gonna have to look into that. He might be more Google than motherfucking Obama. I just can't see a nigga being more popular than the United States. The first black president, nah. He more popular than Joe Biden.
So they got to keep going to these 40-plus-year-old guys. You might can pull it off. I'm telling you, with the knowledge that you got.
Fucking Cam Newton better than some motherfucking Phillip Rivers right now, y'all. Phillip Rivers, man, the way the motherfuckers age, that motherfucker probably look like a motherfucking crossing guard. Ain't no motherfucking way Phillip Rivers is in motherfucking quarterback shape. No fucking way. And I'm willing to bet some motherfucking money on it that Phillip Rivers right now look like a motherfucking a librarian or motherfucking a failed comedian. Motherfucking Phillip Rivers, man, get the fuck out of here. You got to be fucking joking.
You probably still saying.
You know how them young boys say, man, I just went and got a bag. That'll strictly be what this will be about.
You know what? Remember that movie? What was the name of the movie where Bernie Mac came out of retirement?
Oh, Mr. 3000.
Yeah, that would be Sean there. Like, and
hitting the baseball is slightly different than being back there in that Lions den, especially now, boy. Ooh.
Yeah. They be like, the coach got a new fullback back here. When
you're gonna lead block for Jonathan Taylor.
Hey, hold on now. Come on now.
Hey, son. Hey, remember the cafeteria? Everybody be laughing, and then all of a sudden, the one dude on the side be like, "Oh, no, hold on, we're not gonna take that from you. Under no circumstances are you gonna be crying."
Hey, Sean, I got a question for you, Sean.
I'll play guard for you, Sean. I'll play guard for you.
Hold on, man. I'll say, do Bull not realize he on camera too now?
What do you think? I don't realize I'm fat? I mean, listen. Sean, hey, it's funny because I don't know. I think I probably told this story. About 10 years ago,
they flipped the joke on
I joined it was probably longer than that. It was probably like 20 years ago, but whatever. I joined a flag football league, right? And here I am thinking I'm an offensive lineman. First play of the game, I'm like, all right, you know, we're going to run, blah, blah, blah. I go out there and block. I got a good block. I knocked this little guy on his ass. I'm like, all right, here we go. Second play, I'm getting cocky now, Sean. I'm like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna run.
Take over Spears.
I said, I swear to you, I said, I'm gonna pull from the right to the left. Follow me down the left sideline. I'm gonna knock everybody on their ass. So I get out of my stand. I pull, pop, both hamstrings, both quads. I popped both quads, and that was the end of my career. You play, Sean.
So, Sean.
So I'm aware of my fatness, yes.
Sean, let me ask you this. We're going to talk about this after you hop off, but I'm curious before.
The Mean Green.
Deshaun, well, we can ask about Tulane.
Yeah, we got to ask about that.
Deshaun Watson, according to Adam Schefter, will be back on the Browns roster next year, the final year of his contract. If you were the Browns coaching staff, front office, whoever in that building, what would you do with
double tap
Deshaun
that screen for me
next season?
Please.
I like to admit when I don't know something, I'm not sure the actual impact of Deshaun's or of our options as it pertains to Deshaun.
The cap hit would be huge. The cap hit would be huge, but they could deal with it. They can deal with it because they're not paying their starting quarterback anything.
More flexibility in the short and long term. Like, I would need to know all the different angles. I say that to say this. It looks like Deshaun and Shedeur get along pretty well. Yeah. And we have Deshaun as the backup. Because you need two quarterbacks more than likely in today's game.
Yeah, that could work. That could work. There's a lot of people that want Deshaun.
Watching the artistry, it was breathtaking. It was breathtaking.
Beautiful. It was almost heavenly.
It awakens something in your heart.
It's going to sit with me. I'm going to be thinking about this all week.
We've been talking about coming together.
In person it was mind blowing.
Good this show is until you actually get into the theater and see it. They had this blend.
Hold up, y'all.
Control.
He's a professionally trained ballroom dancer, and they impressed him so much.
Everyone had the same.
I was
in different levels of joy. Everyone was pronouncing each step together at the highest.
My bad. I was on the wrong fucking screen pressing that shit. Watching ballet and bowl shit like that.
And the only reason I second that check and kind of being a support system for Shedeur, it seems like that relationship could work.
You're right. Would you draft Drew Aller in the 6th round?
Oh, stop!
If you want to get fired, remember what I told you. Remember what I told you about expertise, right? James Franklin got fired at Penn State because he was wrong on Drew Aller, and he never would admit it. Drew Aller never got better from the highly rated, highly decorated high school player he was when he arrived at Penn State. If you go back and look at that semifinal game that they lost because of the quarterback. Like, sometimes you got to be honest with yourself when you make a bad decision. We talked about this, especially if you don't have anybody internally that can develop the position. James Franklin got fired because he kept playing Drew Aller. I truly believe if they went to Bo Prabella State.
I feel like what you just said is the same thing I feel about Bryce Underwood for the Wolverines.
Hey,
so let me say this. Let me say this about Bryce. Incoming freshman, these big NIL deals, you can't coddle them. Like when you watch Michigan, Ohio State, they tried to win without using the quarterback. Like they dominated the first quarter of that game, but they were so conservative. They wouldn't let the kid throw. Like me as a play caller, I would have went into that game and said, it's Sharon, right? That's
Sharon Moore. Sharon Moore.
Sharon Moore. I would have said, lose, win, or draw. I'm going to call this game like we got fourth year J.J. McCarthy here. We're going to throw the ball. We're going to run our regular offense because we got to see what Bryce can really handle. And if he can't handle it, then good. We got a lot of film we can develop and improve this offseason.
Sean, they got a future first-round pick at wide receiver. Andrew Marks is a really good wide receiver. So
he is. First time you could say that about Michigan.
I know.
That's normally an Ohio State thing.
But let me get to this. I want to get to because I can't believe we didn't get to this. There's 2 questions really quickly. When you came in the barbershop, you had Mendoza. You said Dante Moore should go back to school, and you had Ty Simpson.
Look at my boy. Look at my dog in the motherfucking highlights. You see it. So what we got going on, man, is there's a lot of my motherfuckers out there right now, man. That's just a fact. Motherfuckers don't want to they don't want to face it. But the fact of the matter is this. Y'all motherfuckers knew. Everybody out there knew. It's easy to act like you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Very easy to act like you don't know. But motherfuckers knew. And if they don't know or didn't know, they asses know now. Double tap that motherfucking screen. We about to get into some shit. I want to see what Rex Ryan got to say. I want to know why Colin Coward and all these motherfuckers who had that shit to say ain't got no updates. They don't have no new video out. I done been on their motherfucking pages stalking their ass, and they don't have no new videos about the performance of Shedeur Sanders. That's not some shit. That's top fucking level news when it comes to sports. But what kind of people is we fucking playing around with here that they don't make an updated video about Shedeur Sanders' performance versus the Tennessee Titans and the
Welcome
number
back
one
to First
pick?
Take. Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski named Shedeur Sanders as the starting quarterback for the rest of the season.
Oh, really? Oh, really? That's what's happening?
This announcement comes on the heels of Shedeur's best performance in his third start. As he threw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in a loss to the.
Hold the fuck up, y'all. What the fuck going on right here? But let me let this internet collect this motherfucking mind so I ain't sitting here playing some bullshit. But that's news to me. I guess that slipped past me. My co-worker told me today that he saw that Shedeur was named QB1. And so now that we got Shedeur named QB1, it sounds like, hey, y'all, Charmaine, you ain't tell me. He been named QB1 for the rest of the season, and that means they have found their motherfucking quarterback. Oh, so all right, cool.
Titans. Here is Kevin Stefanski on what he's seen out of his young quarterback.
He has constantly and consistently gotten better in each one of these games and how he's approached this game. He's been working very hard, so I feel good about where his development is heading. He knows there are always going to be plays that he can be better and those type of things, but he's very intentional about getting better each and every game he's out there.
All right, guys, we've all seen the Browns jerseys, all the quarterbacks crossed off on the back. Like the list is long. It's got 3 columns. And so they're obviously looking for a franchise quarterback moving forward.
And what we got on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans was huge. You're talking about a guy being able to mount a comeback, being down double digits in the fourth quarter. The throws that he was making, those are big boy throws. The 2 touchdown passes in the corner of the end zone, back pylon to both your tight ends. And then Jerry Jeudy on the bang 8. That's a big-time pass play, 60-yard completion and explosive years. Yeah. And Shedeur Sanders has shown that. And then, of course, you got some of the off-schedule impromptu stuff, the touchdown run that we got late in the fourth quarter. I love what I saw from Shedeur. Is he a finished product? No. There's plenty of room to grow. But I do think as we get ready for a quarterback class that isn't as strong as we initially thought it would be in 2026, having Shedeur Sanders as your bridge option until you find out what's definitively next is not a bad way for the Cleveland Browns organization to go.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I mean, we're talking
Bridge
about watching
option.
J.J.
Nigga,
McCarthy
who the
basically
fuck
his
you
rookie
talking to,
year,
nigga?
right? This year, coming off the injury that he had. We're talking about he just played Cam Ward, right? I mean, and you look at both those quarterbacks, like the trajectory. He's a 5th-round quarterback, so we probably talk about it a little bit different. But listen, the progress he's already shown, and I said this a few weeks, he has earned his right to keep playing. Like, make no mistake, no one's giving him. He got the opportunity because of injury. He has earned his right to continue to play. He is getting better every week. And that's what you hope. You hope the next 4 weeks he shows you that same growth, right? Making sure his eyes are in the right place. He's on time.
What about
all the different
Dylan,
things
motherfucker?
that every young quarterback struggles with, right? And so as I look at this, I'm excited about the way he's played. He's definitely earned his and so when you earn your right to start, you earn your right to continue next year doing the same thing.
What do you think, Stephen A?
I would say this to you. I think that he you know what? He's earning his stripes and he's getting better, and I applaud him. I don't want him in Cleveland because I don't think that the coach there wants him there. I mean, there's no excuse. I mean, I understand that the first 2-point conversion, he fumbled the snap. The second one, you're going to take him out of the game for some wildcat with Quentin Judkins or whatever. What the hell is that about? You know what? You have nothing to lose. Your goal is to do everything that you can to find out what this kid is made of in every situation imaginable because you're not going anywhere this year. The season is over. Why would you take him out? For what? You understand? For what? Especially when you were looking to potentially throw the football. You want your quarterback in there. A guy that's passed for over 300 yards in the game, for crying out loud. I don't know what the hell Kevin Stefanski is doing. This is not the first time he's done this with this kid. And it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Look at the white man.
I think that Shedeur Sanders has the potential to really, really thrive in the National Football League. I don't believe it should be in Cleveland. I think the Browns, under the stewardship of Kevin Stefanski, who's a two-time coach of the year. Nobody here is questioning the man's coaching acumen. I'm simply saying it's because of that coaching acumen that we rely upon that it's so inexplicable to see how he's treated Shedeur Sanders. You know, first you throw him in the game, you don't give him any reps whatsoever, nothing to prepare him.
This motherfucker used to have his arm around motherfucking Dylan Gabriel, y'all. Let's not forget that. Don't make me pull up no motherfucking pictures with this motherfucker hugging Dylan Gabriel. And that's the bullshit we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hugging motherfuckers. Hugging the motherfucking boy on the sideline and shit. Like, nigga, that ain't your motherfucking son. Get his sorry ass the fuck out of here. And he done been doing this shit too long. Sorry as a bitch. But I know that motherfucker feeling and looking dumb as a bitch now. Cause that motherfucker got put up when Shedeur pat him on his ass and said, hey, I'm back, nigga. That motherfucker wouldn't even look Shedeur in his eyes, man. He was hurt. And all that hurt come from the Cleveland Browns and Kevin Stefanski bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? If Kevin Stefanski wasn't coddling this motherfucker, he should have cut him or never motherfucking even picked him. You could have got an offensive lineman for Shedeur, motherfucker. Yeah, man. But we just reached the 2-hour mark, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I had to get that off my motherfucking chiz ass. Double tap that screen before you leave, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I be doing this shit like every day. The haters is hiding right now. I can't wait until they bring their sorry asses back out. But Charmaine, you already know what it is. I holler at you. I'm out of here.